Welcome to second videos of this Instagram web clone series. I am Cameron Vizdani. In this video we will continue where we have left off. Before continuing, let me update. I have removed React Redux because I have updated Zeus.js UI to 0.1.9 and I have removed reactjs totally from the UI system, and I have implemented built-in React context for state management. And next, while I have removed the old Zeus.js version, it has broken the entire project. So let's continue where we have left off. First of all, we need to check what is going on. It says React Redux does not found, so we need to remove from main.jsx. We need to remove App Store. We need to remove we need to import provider from Zeus.js UI, and let's wrap this provider with our own provider, and we are back on track. And we can add our own state if we go inside Redux folder we have created earlier. Here we have this initial state. Just copy this piece and pass it to our provider, and we are good to go. But our provider needs a key value pair, that is, let's pass app, and app has all these values. Great. Now let's save, and we are back on track. The second thing, I have imported the line icon from the same package of icons X, and I have replaced it with these line icons. And one more change I have done is I have imported a font. I have created this UI folder fonts, and I have imported these fonts. It is actually Google Sans, that is being used in Google UI. And after that, let's import this font. Let's create app.scss, or just rename it to app.scss, and remove. Now let's add font dash face, and for font face we need to call it or give it a name of Roboto for now, and source will be URL, and URL is from UI fonts bold.woof2, and the format is woof2, and we need one more URL, that is UI fonts bold.woof, and here we have format of woof without 2, and the font weight is bold, and font style is normal, it is not italic. Font display is swap, so we can just replace this font when it is loaded. We need to duplicate it, and now change it to normal and normal, and here we have font weight normal. That's it. Now let's add star, and just let's create a class, and let's call it F, and it has font family of Roboto. Good. And if we can give a backup font of sans serif, that is almost built into most of the systems. And for the body, well, let's check. If I reload it is giving some error. It says let's add a key. I'll look into that in a minute, and before that let's change our sidebar and let's add as F if we can. Oh, I forgot to import that app.scss. Let's import add Zeus.js UI styles and import app.scss and save, and it says SAS not found. So let's quickly install it. pnpm I SAS, and today we will complete this sidebar inshallah. I am thinking if I can grab this logo, or I can just search for Instagram logo as, or maybe let's just search for it, and let's go inside images, and here we have this logo. Let's save, and I have this desktop. Go to Zeus. We have this Zeus folder, Instagram, source, and UI, and save it. Now let's go back to Instagram and let's trigger again pnpm div. Here we go. Good. Now let's replace the logo. I have this 7. Let's change it to app logo and import this app logo inside our sidebar. Import, just call it logo from UI and app logo.png, and import image from Zeus.js UI, and instead of heading let's use that image, and the source is logo, and check. Let's give a height of 30 or maybe 50, 70 I guess. Yeah, perfect. Now if we quickly switch between, oh, it has a smaller size. If we can resize to 60 and check between, here we go. And now I need to reduce the padding of to 25, and padding of this button should be, let's change padding left to 0 maybe. Yeah, good. And now we need to add an index from map and add a key, and the key will be nav dash index dash this link item dot link, and save. Great. Now let's quickly check if we are still getting that error. No, it is gone. Perfect. Now save, and if we go and look what we have, let's add this profile. Let's add this profile, and we need a box, and let's call it nav B for navigation bottom, and also add nav, and let's just copy this button one time because we need to add this more button. And now if I well, I don't need this key. And what else I need? I need an item for icon. Let's go back to selection and add a menu. Here we go. Generate font again, and we need to copy the new link to index.html and replace this link. Now, what is the name menu -1? Let's add inside sidebar, and that is menu -1, and save and check for. It says item is not defined. Yes, you are. We need to add menu and save. Here we go. Change BG to transparent, and the color should be okay. Here we have this menu. If we change its weight to 1, it will automatically expand to the available space, and the menu will be pushed all the way down. Now we have completed this side menu, and if you are wondering why I have missed this profile link, I will add once we have added the authentication system, that is sign in, sign up and all that. And one more thing I just noticed, I have to add this badge. Let's add badge equals 0 to all, and just add messages badge. Where is the messages? Here it is. Let's add 9 or maybe 78, and let's add a notification to something like 7 and save. Now if I add box and item dot badge and just add a condition, that is item dot badge is greater than 0, and we need this badge. It is position absolute, and it has a badge class and font, and the size is, or maybe just add a BG of red and save. Here we go. Now inspect and check what properties need to be modified. Go to badge, and we need to add a line height 1, padding to 4 pixels, and border radius to 10 pixels, and the padding should be 6 pixels on vertical, and the position will be right 0. Oh, sorry. Let's change its color and add its color here. We need line height to 1, and padding is 4 pixels and 6 pixels, and border radius is 10, radius to 10. And now add a relative class, that is rel, and save. Here we go. Now let's add a right 0. No, we need to move this badge from bottom to here and move this icon inside. Here we go. As rel, and as, let's call it ICO. It has a rel class, and save. Here we go. And now we need to move this badge to top 0 pixels and right 0 pixels, and now move it to negative, and let's add a border of 1 pixel FFF solid, or maybe 2 pixels. Yeah, Now reduce the padding to 2, and 5 is good. Now let's copy and add this border, break it down here, border, and what else we need to change? That is padding 2 and 5, and right is -7, and top is 0, and save. Perfect. Now if I quickly reload to check if everything is working fine. Now why I have added double figure in messages, I just need to add, or maybe increase it to 148 maybe, and inside badge label, let's check item.badge is greater than and we will render 99 plus, and otherwise we will add item.batch. If I save, here we go, we have now item 99 plus, and if we can change its right position to -10 and -10, or maybe right is 10, top, reduce top, -5, right -10, and top is -5, and let's quickly add a condition. If item.badge is greater than 99, then -10, otherwise -5. If save, here we go. No, that is not about right. If we check -25, I guess, let's move it to 25. Here we go. Perfect. And same for the top. If we add item.badge is greater than 99, we will add -10, otherwise -5. And if we can save and test, yeah, perfect. Now remove this 148 to 48 and change the condition to 9. It is actually double figure, and now we have, yes, perfect. Just remove 0 and we have nothing, and let's remove badge to 0. We need to check one more thing, that is the font weight is bold. If we are on the same page, so let's add a state inside main and call it page, and this will represent where we are currently inside or this nice sidebar. And I have added use store and use dispatch inside Zeus UI, so that you can just push and get the state. And we have used effect, and we will check for now if I go to home, I will add use effect. Let's add use effect without any dependency, and we will dispatch. It is not dispatch event, dispatch, actually use dispatch, and let's assign const dispatch equals use dispatch. And here one thing to notice is use dispatch needs a key, and the key is where you want to update the state. I have tried to follow the Redux concept. Now the key is app, so let's pass app, and you just need to dispatch the updated value, that is page is slash, and save. Now inside sidebar we need to access that page and use store, and the store has state, and we need state.app, and the page is here. Let's add bold equals, if we can add page equals item dot link, and it is true, otherwise it is undefined. And if we check, good. And we need a hover effect, so let's go inside button and add a hover, and inside hover let's add bg, that is #ee, and save and check. Here we go. And for the padding, I guess the padding is disturbed, padding left. If I remove padding left, perfect. And let's add f7 and save, perfect. And we need radius is 20. And what else we need to reduce the padding on, maybe, I guess we are good. Just change the image margin left to 10 and the menu margin left to 10. Here we go. Now we have aligned all the menu inside our sidebar, and the sidebar is aligned perfectly. This is it for this video. In next video we will continue to our content section. See you in next video.